Hey, this is David with Spiral Soul Artist again. Sorry it's been a while, although, I mean, at this point nobody's actually watching these videos, so I can really kind of take as long as I want. But, it's been a while since I last uploaded. Nothing really got in the way except for I've just been practicing more intensely recently. But, I felt like I should put up a new video, so, this one's going to be a little bit weird. Usually I would draw on most people would draw on a tablet and have the video playing and so on and so forth, but I really can't teach you anything yet, so I'm just going to kind of have figure drawing for all it's worth, and I'm just going to kind of practice while I talk, so I'm not really going to be looking at the video too much this time around. Right now I'm trying to work on hands, because I have a huge problem with drawing hands. I really can't draw hands. When it comes time to do them, I kind of just like give up. Like I'm just like, nah, this arm, man, this is gonna, yeah. So, really need to learn how to draw hands. A lot of the ideas in my head have cool hand gestures that I would love to be able to draw, but I never practice it. So I'm just gonna practice it while I record. And kinda on the subject of drawing hands, which is a weakness for me, this video is going to be, this and maybe the next video if I do one right after, are going to be concepts that I've been kind of thinking of to help myself kind of relate drawing. So let's get at it. Let's see, the concept that I want to talk about, and I'm not really skilled at drawing, so I'm sorry if I really just kind of freeze up while I'm drawing, but the concept I want to get at today is my life as an RPG. So, as I was growing up, PlayStation 1 era, Final Fantasy 7, Xenogears, my favorite game of all time, I was, let's see, I was really kind of into RPGs. I never really beat too many of them. I beat Xenogears, I beat Final Fantasy Tactics. Around when Kingdom Hearts 1 came out, and that's when my imagination started going crazy, and I was just like, whoa, what if I could be, on an adventure, and I could fight with Disney, heroes like Donald Duck and Goofy. What if I could do that? That would be awesome. And then, I was watching a lot of anime, and I was just thinking to myself so often, like, oh, it would be so cool if could be the chosen one, and I could be the hero of an RPG. Wouldn't that be awesome? I could go on quests and, fight random battles, fight boss battles, save the world, level up, learn new skills, be a badass, just all sorts of stuff. And I would think this to myself all the time. And I really still do. So it occurred to me that, well, RPG heroes, life's not easy for them. Life's not easy, really. I mean, it's cool to play a game, but if you really think about it, they do some pretty incredible stuff, right? I mean, they're fighting huge demon monsters and all sorts of stuff, and they're really battling the odds, and honestly, you would have to wonder, like, should they even think that they can achieve what they're setting out to do? What they're trying to do is not easy. These enemies are super powerful. And it occurred to me that, well, that's never going to happen, first of all, in my real life. I can't really expect that some, evil being is going to come out of nowhere and I'm going to get superpowers and I'm going to be able to save the world. That's not really likely to happen. But it also occurred to me, a lot of things occurred to me apparently, that, well, I'm kind of doing something pretty impossible for me. I really suck at drawing, but I really feel like drawing and being a professional artist is what I was called to do. And it's the only thing I really want to do. I'm kind of, in my own head at least, a chosen one for this drawing thing. And I apologize if that sounds kind of pretentious. I'm really kind of humble about this. I don't really like to tell people that, except for like my mom, so that she can understand why I'm trying to make myself learn how to draw. But yeah, I mean, this is my RPG, right? I've got random battles, right? I've got mid-bosses, I've got bosses to fight. For instance, hands right now, this is a mid-boss for me. I'm not really good at this. I need to grind, actually. That's what I'm doing right now. I'm grinding. I'm grinding so that I can face this foe with confidence that I can take it on. And then, you know, next playthrough, New Game Plus, I'm going to be able to rock this dude over and over again. And that's the goal, right? That's the goal when you're practicing. It might be tough the first time around. Maybe you'll just barely make it through, but with some grinding, you can handle it. So there's also a storyline, you know, like, this is the story of my life. I really sucked at drawing, but I had to save my own world. The fate of my universe depends on this. And thinking about it that way kind of gives me a lot of motivation to keep going. It's not, you know, it's not easy by any stretch, but it's a lot easier when I know that if I just grind, if I grind the heck out of it like it's Disgaea or something, and power level, as a, you know, as a another analogy to all this, if I just power level the heck out of it, I'm not going to have problems. It might be frustrating, it might be tedious and boring, but if I can do it in a video game where I'm not really saving the world, then why not apply that same effort? Why not apply that same effort to actually saving the world that actually matters to me? So yeah, I mean, I just thought that would be a cool thought to kind of give you if you've ever imagined yourself being, you know, like Goku from Dragon Ball Z or something like that. You can in fact kind of be, you know, that kind of hero if you let yourself. So give it a try. If you've always wanted to go on an adventure, take the chance to teach yourself. Take the chance to level up. I mean, you don't see, I mean, maybe in RPGs nowadays, but you don't really see, videos of the hero from an RPG just kind of moping around and sitting and saying, oh, well, I'll never be able to save the world. No, they're always like, I've got to do it! You know, and they have excellent adventures, and they sell millions of copies. Their adventures are interesting, and they never give it a second thought whether they can or not. That wouldn't be very fun to watch or play. So they just go at it. And that's what I'm doing right now. And that's what I think everybody really should aim to do. Be the hero of your own RPG. You have a fantastic tale to tell, but it's not going to be very fantastic if you don't give yourself the chance to be that fantastic. So, yeah, I mean, just keep it up, go at it. It might be frustrating, you might get a couple game overs, but, I mean, it's a game, right? It's the game of life. So, even if it says game over, it's not really game over. Even if you feel like you'll never be able to beat that boss, or draw that hand, or draw that face, or do that pose, or do that perspective, it's not permanent. Just grind a little bit, or grind a lot. Whatever you have to do, the game is not over. And that's the main thing I want you to take away from this. The game is not over.